What is Café Mocha? Café Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is In Vogue.
This is India Ari.
So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Café Mocha.
Lonnie Love says goodbye to the real. Plus, what did it take for Bobby Brown to squash the beef and get back with New Edition? He's here to talk about his new reality show and the story of his life. I'm Angelique. Café Mocha begins now. It's Café Mocha, Angelique, along with Lonnie Love. Lonnie, I know that your job of many years now is coming to an end, and I am both excited and sad for you. I'm excited because I want you out there doing all the amazing stuff that I know that you can do and want to do, and, so I'm excited about that. It's not, I know it's not a death, but...
No, I'm telling you, things have to come to an end, and, after 8 seasons, The Real is coming to a close. June the 3rd is our last official episode. There will be episodes running throughout the summer, but we are being replaced. It's by the Jennifer Hudson Show on Fox. And, like I said, it's everything happens for a reason. I have put this on record to say I believe it was killed by COVID. Once we originally had COVID, we did it from our homes. And then, a show has to make money for the production company. And they decided that, it was a bunch of factors, and it wasn't what people thought it was. It's basically, to be honest, we're being replaced by the Jennifer Hudson Show.
That's the bottom line of what you believe really happened. Jennifer
Hudson is going to be on Fox this fall. And it's the same production company. And, there's no place to put The Real. I mean, because you have Sherry, you have Jennifer. Well, look up the colors and you can tell. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like you can only have so many of us on a network. And that's just being truthful. Right. And that's, how I see it. Also, like I said, the cost of COVID, we couldn't put in a audience. They put us in a little makeshift studio. And even then, we ended up still having COVID outbreaks. A couple of the hosts got it. I did 1,300 episodes, over 1,300 episodes. I got an Emmy. I have 2 Image Awards, and I just got another Emmy nomination for Best Makeup.
Hello. You look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I've been doing my own makeup, so there is nothing to be sad about. It's all about, this was a show for the culture and for the community. And there is not a show right now on like The Real. So for me, it's not bittersweet. It's just, I'll see you later. But I am grateful for everybody that looked at the show. I'm grateful for people that, there's so many people that have reached out to me and said that they loved it, that they grew up on it, that they learned so much from us. And that's, but when you're an entertainer like me, you entertain, and it doesn't matter what the vehicle is, as long as it's entertaining. And that's what I've always done. So
I get that. Well, congratulations.
June the 3rd. Yes.
I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you.
Eyes free. It's Café Mocha.
This is Café Mocha. I'm Angelique. Monday night at 8 p.m. A&E kicks off their biography on Bobby Brown. On the line is Bobby Brown. I'm sorry, Lonnie and Yo-Yo couldn't join us, but we did not want to miss this opportunity to talk to you. So thank you for joining us.
Oh, anytime. Thank you for having me.
So let me ask you this. What made you decide to collaborate with A&E to do this biography?
I had been approached several times from different networks to do it, but it just wasn't the right time. Alongside my wife, Alicia, who also serves as an executive producer on this project, decided that, it was about time for me to purge and get some cobwebs out of my soul. Yeah. I had to release a whole bunch of things that had been bothering me in order to grow in life. You have to really dig deep and talk about things, therapeutically. And that's what I did.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I can't wait for people to see it. But, as the cameras are rolling, was there anything for you that was off limits? Anything where you're like, okay, cut, nope, we're not going there? Anything at all?
Not really. There was a bunch of things that, once I got started talking about it, it was hard for me. It was difficult for me to stop. But therapy is something that I believe in. And this was, like I said, very therapeutic.
So, I mean, I don't think a lot of people take into consideration that you started in this business when you were just a little boy. I mean, you were like 13, 14, Candy Girls #1. You're 14 years old. I mean, for you, having grown up, just always in the spotlight, I mean, how do you even deal with that? Like, do you even know what privacy is?
I grew, like you said, I grew up in the spotlight. I grew up 40 years ago, wanting to be an entertainer, wanting to be the best that I could be as an entertainer. So that is my family, the people that buy my records, the people that come to the concerts, that's my family. And if I'm going to go through anything, I'd rather go through it with my family than go through it with any other. I would rather them hear it from me than hear it from somebody else.
I heard that. So let's go back to the beginning. When you first started this little group called New Edition. I mean, take us back to the projects and what was on your mind and who your role models were. What were you thinking back then?
Back then, I was just thinking about making enough money to go to the movies, girls to chase us. And, I wasn't really thinking long term. I did think that, New Edition could be something. I did think that, we could be on Soul Train one day. And from there, it was just all uphill from there.
You get signed with Maurice Starr, the local record label in town. Mm-hmm. And watching the biography, you talk about how much money you guys had in your pocket after you got off the road. But I just have to ask, what did that first record deal look like?
It didn't look like anything. It wasn't anything. We didn't know our ass from our shoulders, man. We didn't know what to do, and our parents didn't know. So It was all new to all of us. Thank God we was being watched over, by the angels, the entertainment angels. And we're still here 40 years later.
Does it bother you? I just saw an old clip from 50 Cent that went viral, talk about how he had this big record and was still had to sell drugs because he didn't have any money. Does it bug you that the record industry to this day is still very much like that, where you could be having hits, but then still not have money in your pocket?
Yes. It still bothers me to this day. That is something that this industry has done to all of us. It's so fickle. You don't know what's going to happen from the next day to the next day. But it's an enjoyable industry if you love it. Yeah. I love entertainment. So, some things you just have to take, and some things you have to, learn not to go through,
Right.
It takes a lot, but, you end up learning one day.
So you go through in the biography about getting kicked out of your own group, going solo. I mean, it's pretty detailed, the stuff that you go through in the biography. But you're back with the group. You're back on the road doing what you love. What has that been like?
That's been wonderful. The camaraderie between the guys and myself. We all have grown up. So, You know, we've grown up together. We've grown closer together than we've ever been. Now's the time that is the more special time of New Edition because we're grown men and there's no more fighting. There's no more fist fights. You know, there's no more arguing about who sings what or who's wearing what or what we're wearing or how I perform or how someone else performs. We all are entertainers in our own right, and we all know that. So we left the egos at the door, and we just play our parts.
All the guys are in the documentary, but I don't feel like we understand where the moment happened when you all said, let's squash it, let's get back together. What were those conversations like?
Those were prayers. We would get together every week and just pray together and talk and laugh and joke with each other. And, you know, it just took a lot of getting on the phone and Zoom meetings and things like that per week before. It literally took about two to 3 years for us to all, you know, put this back together.
You guys have lifelong fans. We all grew up with you. So, you know, I think about it. You don't get credit. New Edition doesn't get credit for creating what the boy bands. There would be no New Kids on the Block without you guys.
Maury Starr did put both groups together. Well, he produced both groups. You have the NSYNCs out there. You have Boyz II Men. You have all of the other groups that have followed, you know, suit. And we're just proud to be able to call ourselves the originals. But we followed the Jacksons. We followed, you know, groups like that, the Temptations, Four Tops. So it's been around for a long time. We just happen to be at the right place at the right time. And we ain't going nowhere. We're still working.
I heard that. You know, there's probably not too many interviews you make it through without you having to talk about Whitney. And I just wonder how you have the patience to go through interview after interview, you know, asking about Whitney. How do you endure that?
Whitney's going to be a part of my life, all my life. That's just something I have to accept. We have history together, and we created history. So she'll be mentioned in my life for forever.
I do understand that, but I feel like, you know, when people do interviews with, I don't know, Jennifer Aniston, they don't still ask about Brad Pitt. I don't feel like the press treats you in the way that other people do. You know, the way they treat other celebrities. Do you feel singled out? Do you feel vilified?
Sometimes, but I take it to the head. You know, it's something that hopefully one day will stop. But you know, as far as now, I'm just gonna be Bobby and keep in the direction of becoming better as a person.
And what does that look like? I mean, you haven't sent us any barbecue sauce yet. So what?
I have to send a care package out to you guys. I promise I'll get it out.
What does the New Direction look like?
Well, as you know, we have a food company, you know, me and my wife, my family, basically. We're still working on other things as far as more television stuff. Of course, I'm going to do new music. I'm just going to stay as busy as possible. I'm tired of being at home.
Hell, what did you do during the pandemic? Goodness knows, we're all locked in.
Oh, no, I love that part of it. Pandemic was excellent for me because I'm a homebody. But now, you know, I got a little taste of being out there on the road, and I want to get back out there. I like it.
A&E is doing a 2-night special on Bobby. Nothing is off limits. Check it out Monday night, 8 p.m. on A&E. Tuesday kicks off the reality show, Every Little Step. More with Bobby coming up on Café Mocha.
Okay, y'all.
Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning Funky Divas In Vogue.
It's Cindy Herron from In Vogue with this Black Music Month Spotlight. From the Bay, they were ahead of their time. Style and musical trendsetters for every girl group that followed. With 3 Grammy Awards and 2 American Music Awards, they were one of the first girl groups to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
We're really hard workers, and we go out there and we take our job very seriously.
With hits like Automatic, Jump, He's So Shy, and I'm So Excited, we celebrate the Pointer Sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit CafeMochaRadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
iKnow is made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the iKnow products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
iKnow, your beauty solution for maturing skin.
Café Mocha Memorial Night. A&E kicks off a 2-night special biography on the life of Bobby Brown. I'm Angelique, and Bobby is with me. Part of this 2-night A&E special includes the launch of a reality show. You going back in again, huh?
Yeah, one more time. I think this time is a lot better. I'm a lot focused. I'm in a different space right now. You'll see when you get a chance to view my kids. My kids are exceptional. They are the funniest little people in the world. I just love them, and they love what they're doing. They love being able to express themselves in front of the cameras as much as possible. I can't hold them back from doing it.
Is your wife there? Is Alicia there?
She's not here right now, no.
Okay. How does she feel about the cameras being on her?
She feels the same way I feel, I believe. She doesn't shy away from them. Can
you talk a little bit about that relationship? Because there are always rumors on the internet about who this woman, Bobby, is married to and all this stuff. And then you see in the documentary, it's like, wow, okay, that's who she is. So just sort of explain who Alicia is, how you guys met.
Alicia is my wife, of course, business partner. We met maybe 30 years ago at a dance studio. Her and her friends and me and my friends used to hang out a lot. And, we reconnected later on in life after my divorce to Whitney. So she's that person that helped me get through some really rough times. And we ended up falling in love and having 3 beautiful children.
They have been some rough times. I mean, as fans, as human beings, I don't know how you have endured, the stuff that you've been through over the past few years. And I know I personally pray for you every time I see something's going on. And I know I am not alone in that. So, I mean, other than prayer, other than having Alicia by your side, how have you coped with the loss that you've suffered?
Lots of therapy. Lots of therapy, lots of looking at my other children and talking to them and being near them and just praying a lot. I pray a lot. That's the one thing that keeps me steady is prayer.
Well, we love you always. Thank you for the indelible mark on our childhood, on music, and send us some barbecue sauce.
You will. I promise I'm going to send it out to you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Here's your dose of espresso. Strong, hot news now.
This is the Espresso. I'm Angelique. Memorial Day. Make sure you check out Bobby Brown's A&E biography. All of New Edition is there.
In the history of over 30 years of performing and watching performance, I have never seen someone actually just give up in front of 20,000 people and just leave the stage.
I walked off stage.
Bobby Brown also kicks off his new reality show, Every Little Step, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on A&E. Pete Davidson quit his Saturday Night Live gig, and I guess things are getting serious with Kim Kardashian because he's met step-parent Caitlyn Jenner.
I really liked Kanye, got along with him so well, but he was very difficult to live with. Pete is 180 degrees the other direction. I mean, first of all, he treats her so well.
And it's Mental Health Awareness Month. We got to do something because people are spiraling out of control. These mass shootings. Well, here's President Biden's suggestion.
When we passed the assault weapons ban, mass shootings went down. When the law expired, mass shootings tripled.
That's the espresso. That's the show. I'm Angelique. Lonnie Love and Yo-Yo will be back next week. I want to wish my grandmama a happy 100th birthday. She does not look a day over 75. Happy Memorial Weekend. Stay safe. Stay prayed up. Until next time, you can find us on all platforms at Café Mocha Radio. Café Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Compass Media. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.
Okay, y'all. Sisters in Solidarity, a celebration of girl groups for Black Music Month, hosted by the award-winning funky divas In Vogue.
Hey, it's Terry Ellis from In Vogue with this Black Music Month Spotlight. They are true sisters in the spirit who helped bring gospel music into the mainstream. With 3 Grammy Awards, 16 albums, and millions in sales, they are the highest-selling female gospel group in history.
When you're just faithful over the gift that God has given unto you, He can continue to allow you to move forward.
With hits like Is My Living in Vain, You Brought the Sunshine, and Pure Gold, we celebrate the Clark sisters, our sisters in solidarity.
Girl groups who shape the fabric of contemporary music and soundtracks of our lives. Be sure to join the hashtag Ladies in Solidarity Music Challenge on Instagram. To experience more, visit cafemocharadio.com. Brought to you by...
It's time to embrace you, your melanin-rich skin, and its unique beauty needs.
When you get over the age of 50, you definitely have to start using things on your skin.
I Know is made specifically to address maturing skin conditions. All of the I Know products provide highly effective natural ingredients dedicated to delivering proven results.
The best advice my mother gave me, take care of your skin now so to take care of you later.
I Know, your beauty solution for maturing skin.